Hey guys, today is December the 20th of 2021, and I wanted to go over Cameco using Gann price and time technical analysis. There's a lot of stuff going on with the markets. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of Omicron cases going up. The market is jittery. It's spooked. Doesn't like uncertainty. Possible lockdowns. Who knows? Whatever it is, it's negative. It's not helping the bullish sentiment. Cameco right now, it's at a level around 20 and 40 and change, 30 and change. It's hovering around the 200 SMA, and the bulls need to show up. This is the week, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. They have to show up. No matter what's going on, they have to show up. If they don't show up this week, then things are going to start deteriorating. People are going to freak out, and it's just going to get a little uglier. But if the bulls show up, things are going to play out well. So I'm going to show you what I'm seeing, key levels, cycles, my thoughts, my opinions. Come with me in this journey. I'm going to show you what the charts are telling me. Okay, let's look at the charts level-wise. We're going to start off with the weekly, which is the left right here. You can see that we have a level value area low of 1965 that's coming up. We continue pushing lower. We got the 50 SMA on the weekly. We got the linear regression channel, which is this red line, as support. And if it continues crashing through all these levels, this is a big level that you want to keep on your radar, which is 1544. We cracked through there. That is not looking good at all in the short term and in the medium term. Something is not right. You got a Woody's support at 1515, which is the S3. So these are the things you want to keep on your radar and watch if we continue going lower. We had a sell signal on November the 22nd with the PPS, with below the moving, the MOBO and the 20. Now, if you go into the daily, you can see the Kumo cloud is already showing some bearish price action into the future. It's already negative. Price action has cracked through the cloud, so that's a negative. Below the 20, below the 50 SMA, trying to find support at the 200 SMA, and also at the value area low, which is like 20 and 32 and change. If we don't hold that level, we're going to push lower. These are the key levels you want to watch on the weekly, but on the daily, you can see that this is 1934 and this big level right here, 1896. Last time we kissed the SMA on the daily, we bounced. I think we fell right through it, and then the next day, I think we just popped right through. So let's see if this is going to hold as support. Right now, the MACD is kind of battling between sell signal and neutral. You see the last 3 days were very negative on the Cameco. So these are the levels you want to watch on Cameco this week. Okay, looking at our Elliott chart, you can see that we have failed the linear regression channel, trend channel right here. We're below it. You can see that we did that back here on the week of the 20th on August. And then the next week we popped and regained it and went up and continue pushing higher. Let's see if that's going to happen either this week or next week, but not looking good on the weekly. MACDs are still pointing lower. Let's look at the daily now. You can see that we are still trying to develop a wave 3. If it's going to push lower, there's a possible wave 3 level to watch is at 1807. Then we're going to have a bounce to do a wave 4 and then finish up with a wave 5 to do your A impulse wave down. Other things you want to keep an eye on is this big trend line that goes all the way down here into that March 18 low. I mean, this is drastic if we get down there. You never know, but you want to watch that trend line. If we fail that and it pushes lower, chances are we might want to test this trend line going from the top. from the all-time highs. But I doubt we get there, but we'll see. We get there because it's super weak. Something's not good. Something is not right. But overall, this is where we at the 200. You can see the 200 right here. We failed it below and then popped the next week. And let's see how this week is going to happen. If we're going to hold that, there's a lot of support there. Linear regressions are still pointing down. This is a target zone with the MOB 1865 all the way down to 1776 that I am watching. If we're going to find support down there. Okay, looking at our geometry charts, we failed the angle, Andrew's pitchfork line. We failed it. We're hovering around here. Does it surprise me? We've done it here in the past. Then eventually, we never got to kiss this line. We eventually pop right back up. So, in essence, it's going to probably be the same thing if we kind of wait for the bulls to show up. And once they do show up, hopefully we don't get down there because that's very weak. But hopefully we do the same thing here and then push up into do an ABC correction. But let's continue. Like I said, this is the most important line, which is these 3 points. And this is the big picture that I look at when I use this indicator. Using the same thing, adjusting it at the 50%, you can see that we're smack in the middle at the 50. So this is another medium point, and we need to hold that. If not, these are levels you want to keep an eye on going to the downside. I'm going to skip that chart. You can see that 1991, we bounced at it. So is that a failed new low? That remains to be seen. We're going to see if we're going to hold that, or we're going to push higher. If we can hold that 1991, and this is going to be a level you want to keep an eye on, or somewhere around here. Some support down there. Let's continue with the Gann speed lines. We failed that angle. We're at the 3/4 right now, trying to hold that. If we can't, and it pushes lower, keep an eye on the half, and then this angle right here from this swing pivot low, which is at August 1819. The action-reaction lines, you can see the purple line, we failed it, and we're trying to creep up above it to hold at least that yellow, and maybe get back above the 50, the purple one, which is this impulse wave here. Well, that remains to be seen, but it's getting a little weaker. The mirror cycles I showed you in the last video, this is the date you want to keep an eye on the 22nd. A lot of them just kind of bottom out here, and then you get this pop. So we're going to get the Santa rally. That remains to be seen. Let's see how it all plays out. But these indicators are indicating that it could be a great possibility. This is the Gartley pattern charts that I use, the A, B, C, D. And there's a target of 2027 and also 1941 for possible support. And the Gann fans, you can see the 1 by 1. We hit this 20, which is just a 20 price range, nothing special. The one you want to keep an eye on is that 1 by 2, but we haven't gone there yet. And this is more of a, not fractal, this is using this swing points. I use these here, but now this is hovering closer more to the price. We failed the 75, so if we continue pushing lower, this medium line you want to keep an eye on also. And this is the fractal chart. So this is from the swing low of November 4th, pivoting to that, June 11th, 10/11th high to the August 1819 low. And we're right here again. Now we find a low, holding that medium line, pitchfork. If we go hold that, then that's good. But if we push lower, not looking good either. And I think we're back to the same chart. And I think that's it for the geometry chart. From this swing point to this swing low was 30.11% retracement. Right now we're at 29.73%. So we're getting close to matching what this retracement was. Down here, this is the neural net. This is the computer algorithm looking at probabilities of turning points in the future. And it indicated one on the 16th, and it tops out on the 14th of next year. That remains to be seen. Looking at our natural cycles, I added the quant, what they call it, annual quant strategy, the Q strategy, and issuing 90% probability to the upside. And from here, of January all the way to February. So that all remains to be seen. You see the cycles, the annual, the fast, the mid, and the annual by itself, all pointing higher. So in the next couple of days, the bulls need to show up. You're already at support at 200. RSI is very low, and I don't know what the bulls are waiting for. Let's take that out. In regards to the monthly, last month and this month is looking very, very negative. If we're looking at closes, the most recent close was somewhere around 1866. There's a couple of here, but this one is probably going to be important. If we look at the weekly, you can see that it's all been negative. Using the Gann squares, there's a level coming up here where it's going to be 1978. And I think there's another one I have my eye on, which is this angle right here. And this key level, which is at 1794. I don't think there's anything else I need to show here. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, some planetary lines that I have just watching. We're right at support. You see there was a support right here. Resistance. So a lot of stuff happening right here with this SMA and these planetary lines. So let's wrap it up. Leave your comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video. Subscribe, hit the like button. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on Cameco using Gann price and time technical analysis.